very best of the great apes, right? Think of all the great apes, right? The bonobo, formerly the pygmy chimpanzee, is a fantastic ape because it is an ape that has tried to reject violence, right? Chimpanzee is a very violent ape. The bonobo, on the other hand, sometimes two males, they will look at each other, they'll get ready to fight, and then they'll go, hang on, what are we doing? Why don't we just rub genitals together until we gain sexual satisfaction? You're right, we've been fools, right? And that's what they do. And the females are the same. Females will just go, oh, let's not bicker, let's rub genitals, right? And at this point my wife said, yes, see, that was the problem. It was with that kind of level of enthusiasm that you were talking about the bonobo ape's sexual behaviour. I went, so that's why I'm not allowed to talk then? She went, no! Even that wasn't the cut-off point. She said the bit which really made it for me was when you started miming the behaviour of the bonobo ape in the kitchen, right? And I said, but I didn't use anyone else. And she said, in many ways, that seemed to make it worse. I just find it too exciting just to fuck around and not care. And like, you know, I've tried all my life just to be like. I mean, there's a thing I do. I do a radio show, and again, I've got into trouble for this. I do a radio show called Infinite Monkey Cage, and it's about science. And it's basically, by doing it, I've realised that nearly everyone in the whole world is a fucking idiot who should start reading a book. Right? This is. I try not to be. Not you people. You're festival goers. You're literate, right? But I just get, every time you think, I don't think people get any more fucking stupid, right? And that's basically my catchphrase of life now, is just, read a book, right? Oh, it's very interesting, you believe in evolution. Well, how does the eye evolve then? Read a fucking book! Loads of books have been written about that. It's like Richard Dawkins. People go, why is Richard Dawkins so cross? I'll tell you why. Because he's written oh, Richard Dawkins, you talk about evolution, explain the eye. I have in 7 different books, what more can I do? You know, there's just... And there's the man called James Randi. James Randi is, James Randi, the leader of the skeptic movement. James Randi, he's a very small, gnomic man, right? And he's often very cross. And people go, why is he still so cross at 82? Because he spent 42 years showing people how Uri Geller does all his tricks, right? And go, it's just a trick, it's just a trick. See, I bent a spool. Can you see I bent the spool? It's just a trick, it's just a trick. Yeah, you used a trick, but Uri Geller uses the power of his mind. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's why he's angry, right? And we're just every single. I do the show with Professor Brian Cox, right? If you don't know who he is, he's Professor Brian Cox, the George Formby of the stars. So, isn't that one nice? Anyway, right? So now he's in trouble today. Supposed to tell it. He's got in trouble for saying that people who believe in ghosts and complain. This is one we did one about ghosts last week. Complaints to Radio 4. Fucking Radio 4! I thought that's right. Oh no, Radio 4, but this is disgusting. There's a show here about ghosts, but no balance whatsoever. There's no ghosts on it. Oh, Jesus Christ! I did a show about Schrodinger's cat, and 3 people wrote to Radio 4 going, why is Radio 4 promoting killing cats? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Do the fucking reading! It's a thought experiment. You mean they're thinking about killing cats? No, that's not the main element! Cat death isn't the main point of it. Why are they thinking about cats though? They're so pretty. Right, so anyway, we've had more complaints than any others because basically Brian Cox went and said, people who complain because we've been unfair about ghost beliefs are knobbers. And the Telegraph, I think they're annoyed because he uses knobbers without the silent K. But there might be another reason as well. But it is, and I try not to get, this is why I spend my time getting really heated up now. It's not just the jacket, but it's just there's a thing, right, this was one. One, we get complaints every single year. Right, I'm a vegetarian, but every single, now, there are times where however right on I'm trying to be, there'll be a moment, a breaking point where I just go, fucking hell, right, and this is one. Infinite Monkey Cage, that's what I'm saying, Infinite Monkey Cage. Every single series we get people going, oh, Infinite Monkey Cage, yet again, Radio 4 promotes vivisection. That was one of the letters we got, right? Yet again. As if Radio 4 is most famous for its vivisection element. Did you hear that Archers episode? They took out the eyes of a dog with a spoon, right? So we're getting all this. So the first one, we went, oh, we can write back and explain it to them. And the producer went, oh, all right, we're not allowed to do it anymore because it was considered facetious. But all we said was, just so you know, an Infinite Monkey Cage is roomy, right? Now, since then, This is the one that we got about 3 weeks ago, which may be not apoplectic actually. Just right. It was basically why isn't there enough balance about evolution on the show? Because everyone just seems to believe in the scientific theory that has been proved with some limited debate within it, and we don't seem to have people giving the other side of rubbish, and this seems very unfair. You know, we don't see, you know, where is the balance? Where is the fat boy eating a curly whirly? You know, where is he on this seesaw of debate? And we actually said we'll have anyone on as long as we're allowed to do this. Well, that's one opinion there from Professor Steve Jones, but here's someone who's wrong. Apparently that's against guidelines, right? So, this was my favourite complaint we've ever had, right? First of all, complained a bit about evolution, there's lots of other sides to it, lots of other theories, and then it had this wonderful bit where it went, even the name itself, Infinite Monkey Cage, refers to a Darwinian myth. That an infinite number of monkeys would eventually write the works of Shakespeare, right? Not a Darwinian myth. Charles Darwin had no interest in the literary pretensions of the primate, right? Let's make that clear now. So first of all, we haven't really understood that. The next bit was the bit that made it a truly beautiful letter. This is not true that an infinite number of monkeys would write the works of Shakespeare. We know this because they recently did an experiment. This was the experiment. They gave 12 monkeys in Paignton Zoo a typewriter, and after a week they just shit and pissed on it.